The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most advanced observational instrument, has recently identified an object so bewildering and potentially significant that it has reverberated throughout the global scientific community. Operating from its distant, frigid outpost at Lagrange Point 2, Webb was surveying a deep space region in the direction of the Sculptor group of galaxies when it encountered an anomaly that not only defied current astrophysical models but also challenged the very foundations of our understanding of reality. This wasn't just an unexpected cosmic oddity, it was something fundamentally foreign. And intriguingly, this detection didn't occur in an area known for surprises. In fact, the region Webb was observing is typically used for instrument calibration due to its steady and predictable cosmic background. Amid the layers of infrared data, scientists observed what appeared to be a shadow, a bizarre void encircled by a luminous, almost unnatural halo. This object wasn't simply invisible, it seemed to warp the space around it, as if a tear had been punched into the fabric of time itself. Unlike black holes, which exhibit clear and measurable gravitational effects, this anomaly produced none of the expected markers. There were no orbital distortions among nearby stars, no X-ray emissions from accretion processes, and no gravitational lensing effects. Instead, it seemed to repel light, fragmenting it into chaotic spiral patterns that scattered across Webb's detectors in ways never seen before. These distortions resembled speculated phenomena such as cosmic strings or rifts in spacetime, concepts typically reserved for mathematical models, not real observations. What truly stunned researchers was the sheer scale of the object. It was too vast to be classified as a star, planet, or comet. Initial assumptions likened it to a galaxy, but this too was quickly dismissed. Galaxies exhibit structural characteristics: spiral arms, a dense central bulge, stellar populations, and various types of emissions. This object had none of those. Instead, it was amorphous yet geometrically structured, resembling a massive lattice or web folding in on itself and pulsing as if animated by some unknown, possibly external force. Utilizing Webb's near-infrared camera NIRCam and mid-infrared instrument MIRI, scientists were able to gather high-resolution, time-lapsed imagery, revealing fluctuations in the object's size and energy output over several days. It pulsed, as if powered by some internal mechanism, yet remained perfectly stationary, as though intentionally positioned. This stationary nature deeply unsettled scientists. Soon, mathematicians and theoretical physicists joined the investigation, exploring models involving higher dimensions, quantum gravity, and even multiverse theories. One leading hypothesis proposed the object could be a tear between dimensions, not just a strange celestial body, but a literal breach in the membrane of our universe. The anomaly's structure bore a resemblance to theoretical constructs such as wormholes or domain walls, hypothetical barriers between different vacuum states of existence. Adding to the mystery, the object began to emit rhythmic pulses, not in the electromagnetic spectrum like pulsars or magnetars, but in subtle modulations of spacetime itself. Webb's onboard sensors registered tiny oscillations in sync with these pulses, as though the telescope was being gently nudged by a force acting on the very continuum of reality. These oscillations, though minuscule, were undeniable. The object's very presence appeared to distort the geometry of surrounding space. Typically not involved in cosmic anomalies, astrobiologists were now central to the analysis. The regularity and structure of the pulses suggested more than a natural phenomenon. It hinted at a system, perhaps even a signal. Some proposed it could be an ancient artifact, technological in nature. This led to speculation about a megastructure, akin to a Dyson sphere, not designed to capture stellar energy, but to manipulate spacetime directly, a concept far beyond current human capabilities. Unlike idle conjecture, this speculation was grounded in data. The pulses followed patterns consistent with prime numbers and recursive mathematical functions, hallmarks often considered potential signs of intelligence. Yet there was no decipherable message, no explicit communication, only the constant, rhythmic throb of something impossibly advanced. Whether artificial or natural, the implications were staggering. If built, its creators would possess a comprehension of physics and reality that exceeds ours by orders of magnitude. If natural, it still redefines our understanding of cosmic phenomena, possibly emerging from the early universe or another reality altogether. Some physicists posited the object might be an interdimensional intrusion, something extruding into our spacetime from a higher dimension, like a shadow of a four-dimensional entity cast into our three-dimensional world. The object's shifting mass and rhythmic pulses could represent its effort to stabilize within our universe's constraints. More unsettling was the suggestion that the object may not be passive. Over the weeks following its discovery, the pulses became more intense and complex, hinting at an evolving pattern or even a response to observation. Could it be aware that it's being watched? Historical data, re-examined through Webb's enhanced lenses, revealed faint traces of the structure in observations from previous decades. It had been there all along, unnoticed due to the limitations of earlier instruments. This realization raised another disturbing possibility. Has it been watching us undetected for years? Or did it arrive recently, intentionally? Some theorists proposed it might be a stabilizing anchor holding spacetime together. If so, interfering with it or even observing it could have consequences far beyond scientific curiosity. Others suggested it might serve as an observer, a cosmic sentinel placed to monitor civilizations as they reach new thresholds of technological development. More radical interpretations proposed eschatological implications, theorizing the anomaly could signal a cosmic phase transition, a fundamental shift in the constants governing reality itself. Still darker ideas suggested it might be a prison containing an entity or energy configuration bound within intricate spacetime knots. Its flawless symmetry and unmoving nature support the idea that it could be a sealed rupture or a containment mechanism, not a beacon. There's no consensus yet. Major observatories worldwide have turned their instruments toward the anomaly, trying to confirm and expand upon Webb's findings. Gravitational wave detectors are scanning for corresponding ripple patterns. Yet with every new dataset, the mystery deepens. Unlike most astronomical puzzles, which yield clarity with additional observation, this one only becomes more enigmatic. Governments and security agencies, typically absent from scientific discovery, have shown sudden and intense interest. Though the object lies millions of light years away, its implications reach into fundamental questions of cosmic safety. If reality can host such a violation of its own laws, what else might lie hidden? Webb continues its relentless watch, collecting terabytes of data daily. The object remains visually silent, showing no changes that suggest interaction. Yet, its mere existence is a resounding statement. The universe is far deeper, more ancient, and more complex than we have ever conceived. Perhaps this isn't the beginning of time we've glimpsed, but a boundary of comprehension itself. Whether it is an artifact, an intelligence, or a naturally occurring rift, it has already changed the trajectory of human thought. The question is no longer whether the universe holds secrets beyond our grasp, but whether we are ready to face them. In the aftermath of its discovery, the anomaly has ignited an unprecedented interdisciplinary effort. Traditional astrophysics has proven insufficient to explain its nature. Researchers are now invoking advanced theories from quantum topology, higher dimensional mathematics, and information theory. Spectral analyses have revealed something even more astonishing. The object maintains perfect energy stability. It doesn't decay, fluctuate, or interact with background radiation in any measurable way. This suggests it may be temporally insulated, detached from the flow of linear time. Temporal insulation is a rare and highly speculative concept. In quantum theory, it's believed that under unique conditions, certain energy configurations can decouple from the arrow of time. If this object exists outside our timeline, it could either be infinitely ancient or newly emerged from a realm with an entirely different temporal structure. Such a possibility challenges everything we know about causality, sequence, and physical evolution, further studies of the object's interaction with light have shown something even stranger. There's no scattering, diffraction, or polarization phenomena seen even in black holes or dark matter. Light simply disappears upon contact, not converting to heat or re-emerging in any spectrum. This suggests the object could be a kind of energy sink or even a terminus, a place where known physics ceases to operate. Some theorists describe it as a quantum event horizon, not defined by mass but by the boundary conditions of reality itself. In theoretical physics, fixed topological points immune to entropy and collapse have long been postulated. These points may act as anchors or scaffolding from which the structure of spacetime expands. If the anomaly is such a point, it could be an untouched relic from the birth of the universe, a primal fragment of reality. Other hypotheses are even more speculative.